I talk really fast.
I'll get it out of the way. Just Indiana Jones 5, because you'll be asked about it a million times this weekend.
What about?
They announced it. Okay.
There's this movie.
You're a busy person, I understand.
This is my new thing, because everybody keeps asking me. I thought, okay, I'm going to now pretend like I have no idea. Really?
Oh, man.
We didn't hear that.
I recorded it, though.
My fingers are crossed. That's the only that's the only thing I know to say. It's a mystery right now who else will join the cast of one.
Yeah.
We all know who he is.
Right.
but you know, we'll just see. I'm waiting. I'm hopeful. I would love to do it, and you know, I hope they find a way to create a story, you know, that Marion is a part of. Would be great.
Nice. You've got a long history of amazing characters. Marion Ravenwood, obviously. Katie, Animal House. Scrooged.
Yeah.
But I think my personal performance is Your Turn the Starman. Just a gorgeous performance. And wondering if you could talk a little bit about working with Bridges and Carpenter.
Yeah, Jeff and I had so much fun working together. It was a really, really special film for me. And, you know, we keep talking about, you know, everybody wants us to do a sequel. They want to know who that baby is. They want the baby to come back and save the planet from all of the horrible things that are going on with his little ball in his hand. You know, I think there's some really, unfortunately, some difficult problems with the rights to the material. It's more complicated than one would want to talk about. But we had an awfully good time. Jeff is just like one of the sweetest people in the world. He's like as sweet as you would imagine him being, you know, and so much fun to work with. And so good in the film, I think. I think he creates that character in the most magical way. And John was wonderful to work with, too. I had a really good time working with John Carpenter. And I was a little afraid of working with him because I'm not a big horror film fan. You know, I like The Shining. I like certain kinds of horror films. But I tried to watch Halloween. Couldn't watch it. Not because it was bad filmmaking. It's good filmmaking because it scares the crap. I tried to watch The Fog. I couldn't. I got like 20 minutes into it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I was living alone in New York at the time. It was like, no. And I tried to watch The Thing, and I couldn't make it through that either. Just because the level of anxiety I felt became overwhelming. So I was like, you know, is this a director I can work with? And of course, the Starman script was so sweet. And I thought, you know, it seemed like maybe an odd pairing, but you know, he was so much fun to work with, and so lovely with Jeff and I, and Charlie Martin Smith, and it's one of my favorite memories of making a film. It's a road movie, really. We're on the road the entire film. I've never tried to sit in so many different positions in a
A lot of people don't realize you're equally adept at fashion as in acting. Do the two worlds ever become intertwined in any way?
You know, they haven't so much, except that a lot of people I know from the film world, you know, I've actually closed my textile design studio because I've just gotten too busy to kind of maintain everything. But the store remains, and I just have like all of my favorite textile designers that are at the store. And I still do the buying for the store if I can cram it in, which I really am trying to be able to do. So, yes, I think a lot of people from the other worlds that I know, they kind of go through there. Spielberg has a couple of my sweaters that he wears. He buys all these sort of great little fingerless glove things that I do, and you know, so there's been like a lot of crossover here and there. Yeah.
I gotta wrap it up. So, you guys want photos?
Yeah.